am I? Oh, right. This must be Emma's hometown. Altina. Guess I've kept her pretty worried all this time. She must have fallen asleep watching over me.
Instructor Rean?
Oh, morning, everyone. Sorry, looks like I overslept a bit. And we have so much to talk about, too.
Thank goodness! I was almost afraid you'd never wake up!
You guys.
She's not the only one. We've all been ill at ease. Even after we managed to escape. The moment we made it to Aaron, you were out for nearly an entire day.
We've all been taking turns waiting ever faithfully by your bedside. Old and new Class 7 alike. And I, for one, relish the opportunity to gaze longingly at your sweet sleeping face, like a vision into my future.
Really, Muse? I mean, really?
Floozy's gonna flooze. Anyway, stop coddling him already. The guy's a grown-ass man.
So you say, but you were just as eager as the rest of us to stand watch.
Oh yeah, I thought for sure you'd just ditch, going on and on about how much you don't care.
Oh, it was just so sweet. He sat right by your side, the very picture of concern.
Like hell I did! Quit making shit up, you damn snitches!
It's good to have you back with us, Ash. I wasn't sure if you were okay, let alone if I'd ever see you again. Class 7 just wouldn't be the same without you.
Well, what can I say? Shit happens. Besides, I wasn't the one chained up in a workshop. Compared to you, I've had it easy.
I suppose so. And Muse, I know this puts you in a difficult spot, but either way, thank you for coming back. You still have your own moves to play. I understand that. But for now, I'm glad you've decided to be here with us.
As am I. Though frankly, even I'm not quite sure how it happened. I suppose I have no choice but to stay right at your side until I find out.
Glad to hear it.
Ugh, there she goes again.
But it wouldn't be the same without her.
As for you two, Yuna, Kurt, it seems you spared no effort coming to my aid. I can't thank you enough for that.
Oh,
Instructor.
well, I mean, we kinda owed you, you know? You've come to our rescue plenty of times. It's only right we return the favor.
If there's one thing you've taught us, it's to think and act for ourselves. Having the opportunity to put those lessons into practice was an experience unlike any other. But even then, we owed the bulk of our success to the old Class 7, and everyone else who had our backs.
Still, thank you all the same.
Allie?
Rise and shine, Sleepy Bunny.
Why is everyone here? Oh.
Good morning, Altina. I can only imagine all the struggles and doubts you must have gone through. But you never stopped moving forward with everyone else. I'm proud of you. It's good to be back.
Instructor Rean! I...
All right. Seems we're all forgetting the most important part.
Maybe it's a little unfair of us to steal the first chance, but nevertheless, shall we?
Welcome back, Instructor Rean.
All right, that was the first little part we didn't feel like spoiling by talking over it. We wanted to give you guys that little welcome back moment for you and the new Class 7. We're gonna pretty much be talking over the rest of this, though. So we're getting a little bit of an overview of Erin Village, where Reen is now. I should say this takes place. It's still early into the game, but it's not the first chapter. It's been pretty developed, and we're starting just at the point where Reen is reunited with Class 7 New and Old.
Reunited.
He's reunited. Yes. Laura said that first, by the way.
And I won't stop saying
Yeah,
it.
it's that's on your hands.
Am I making you angry?
No. Oh boy.
We've only just started. Let's
Strap
go.
in, folks. Here we go. Okay, we have Reen coming in his brand new duds.
Oh yeah, looking
Yeah.
sharp.
You'll see Class 7, new Class 7 has some new clothes themselves, but this is going to be Reen's new signature outfit.
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
Trails Cold Steel 3, it's dark hair, white outfit.
Oh!
And now
yeah.
he's black outfit, white hair.
Yeah.
I just noticed that right
It's
now.
called reinventing yourself.
Reinventing?
You beat me to it! I was right there.
You're too slow.
I was right there. So, Emma and her magical crew of badass witches made this new coat and pant combo for Reen with magical runes inscribed into it, just to help him control his the demon inside of him. And here we have his first reunion with all of his Class 7 comrades, new and old. And they're all like, yeah, badass outfit. Although Micaiah's like, it's kind of too much.
I mean, that's just
Yeah.
him though.
Yeah, of course.
Who are you most excited to see back?
That's tough. Gosh, I don't know. You know what, Ash. I'm really excited
And
to
his
see
new coat?
And his new coat. He
Yeah.
looks really cool. And I'm really interested in seeing his storyline develop. But I'm also really interested in it's definitely Ash. I'm not like old Class 7. They're here for support. I want to see the new kids on the block.
Kids, they've grown
Yeah.
up past their uniforms.
Yes, yeah. No more school uniforms. They're in their street clothes now.
There's quite a bit of characters too that we have.
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
Not even all of them. So
This is very early in the great game, and we have like 3 games worth of characters on the screen at once.
yes,
So it can be a little overwhelming.
it's a small army of characters. That
It's
we
a
have.
veritable army, yeah,
They all have
of
to
super
talk
soldiers. They're all incredibly powerful. So they're having kind of a serious chat with Reen and the rest of Class 7. They're kind of collecting all the information they've accrued so far. Basically, they're saying that there's all these mystical structures scattered around Erebonia, and they have some sort of relevance to the curse Reen's under. So they want to investigate.
I see.
Yes, it's it's a little complicated at this point. Basically, you don't need to know too much about their goals right now. We're still in a very early part of the game, so a lot of it is just going to be reconnecting with Class 7 and doing some discovery and exploration around Erebonia. So they're saying Bryona Island, which is, if you played some of the earlier games, is a location old Class 7 visited in one of their missions, basically. So they're saying there's this creepy place over there. Why don't we go check that out?
Love the shot of both.
Yes,
Down
of
the
course.
table
you
of
need
old
2
Class
shots.
7. Yeah, there's
to
so
get
many
all
characters.
of them, you need 2 shots.
And they all kind of more or less are sitting on their own side of the table here, so you get the direct comparison.
Yeah,
of the
pretty
old
much.
and the new, except for
Sarah.
She's just kind of there.
Just like, I guess there's that awkward moment of like, oh, there's not enough seats on that side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll sit on that. Should I stand? No, I'll sit. So they're all saying that Reen has this curse over him, and it makes him dangerous, and he's concerned about hurting his friends and his classmates. However, they're not letting him bring any of that out. They're all saying, we're with you. No matter what happens, we're always going to be with you. Even if you go full demon nutso mode,
Yeah.
we'll still love you.
We'll make sure you
We'll
don't do that.
beat you hard.
Oh,
we
no.
will destroy you.
But we'll still love you.
We'll still
Yeah.
with love, of
Yes.
course.
Love.
It's
It's
for your
tough
own good.
love.
very tough love.
Nice to see the close-ups on everyone too.
Yeah, of course, you need it.
Thank you, everyone. With you, I know I can...
Welcome.
No.
Yeah.
Anytime.
We're all going to push our way forward. Together.
Yeah. The power of friendship
The power of friendship compels you. All of you.
compels all. You have to follow my orders. All right, and we're gonna jump right into it.
Let's see what we can do here. So since we have all these characters, I'm assuming we get to bond with people?
Oh yeah, throughout the game you're gonna be, there's a lot of bonding events with Class 7, people not in Class 7 who you've, who have been in earlier games. As we go around the town, we're gonna introduce a lot of characters. Pretty much any major character, or even minor character, is gonna come back and appear in Trails of Cold Steel 4. So if you're fond of a certain character, if you want to bond with characters you either like or you just think they're really useful in combat, you're gonna have plenty of opportunities to do that.
Who would you bond with? Trails 4. Trails Cold Steel 4.
You know, you have to keep it to the main characters. You have to be.
Are you talking new Class 7 or old Class 7 here?
I'm thinking Sarah, Aurelia, Emma, the essentials.
Yeah, the basics.
Of course. First them, and then you get, with the, all of the other characters whose names I don't remember.
Names that aren't as important as everyone else.
So before we go around, just to explain what this little bit of the game is Reen's just been rescued, and he wants to go around and thank everybody in Aaron Village. If we look at the map here, we're in the Rose's Atelier, which is a fancy word for house, apparently. And what Reen's doing is just going around and thanking everybody for saving him. So here is the quartet, I guess you would call them, of witches. Vita, Emma, Rose, and Celine.
You a big Celine fan?
I'm not as big a Celine fan as others, but she definitely has her audience. Oh, and if you are a Celine fan, there's a lot of content in this game for you. Celine gets a lot of character development, let's say, and if you're interested in her backstory or how she affects the plot, there's a lot of she has a lot of influence over what happens in this game in particular. Green's back and he's just like, wow, you're so flaky. And he's like, I
What are you talking about?
I was in a dungeon.
I was plot point. They gotta rip him a little bit though.
Yeah. It was kind of a demure room for a bunch of witches,
You think they'd be in like a fancy, intricate Victorian style?
Yeah, or just like other end of the spectrum have like a cauldron and.
I was gonna say a cult for some reason.
Well, maybe.
I mean, it's debatable.
They have their fans. I don't know, like a newt's eye somewhere.
Yeah. It's like dry ice everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
They already got the cat, though. They just need the broom.
Yeah, but that's just a regular broom. It's not for sweeping.
It's not for sweeping?
I mean, it is for sweeping. It's not for flying, I meant.
Ah.
So you'll notice here that Rose is one of the NPCs you can play Vantage Masters. Vantage Masters is a in-game mini-game that's returning from the previous Trails games, and it's a TCG that you play your opponents in turn-based, card-based battles. You're going to be collecting cards as you explore Erebonia, but the real way to get the best cards is by defeating NPCs who play Vantage Masters. So if we were to play Vantage Master against Rosalie here, we could just totally school her and take the best card that she has to wager. Now, if you lose, you basically lose some Sepith or some money. But if you prevail against her, you get her best card.
Okay.
It helps to strengthen your deck. We're not going to play Vantage Masters right now.
I like that you claim that you would totally school her, but it's
Listen.
like, oh, by the way, we aren't going to show you it because,
You just have to take my word for it. I would totally beat her, though, I swear.
A small child, you could
Yeah,
definitely.
just like the big playground bully, I would take that 1,000-year-old girl's
lunch money in
lunch
form
money
of cards.
and favorite card, her best card. mine now. But we're not going to show that right now. We're going to go and talk to some of our other Class 7 members, new and old. Also, if you want, you can explore as Yuna,
Now.
Hussein, Altina,
Or Reed.
or Vectory.
Sorry,
Who's ever in
Ash.
your party at the time.
I'm assuming that 5th member is probably
Yeah.
not switchable.
I think you could switch them right now. Let's see.
Well, you can switch them in, but you can't
Yeah.
switch them while you're walking. You have to actually put them into the party.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
It's my turn.
I got this.
There we
My
go.
turn.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, this is Aaron Village. It's kind of like a nice little hamlet located, a secret location in Erebonia, actually. Location isn't known to a lot of people. But if we look at the map here, it's just one of the locations you're going to be visiting. One of the towns and cities you'll kind of use as your hub of the many across Erebonia. So this one happens to be pretty small. All of the important points are located in a pretty centralized area. But as you go through the game, you're going to enter some pretty big sprawling cities. So not everything will be as contained as you see here. However, we have alchemists, we have an inn, we have a general goods store, we have a hot spring for some hot spring events that we'll show you a little later.
Hot spring events.
Yeah, you know, that's the most important story information happens there.
Uh-huh.
We have the Orbal Factory and an herbalist as well. So we'll go ahead and give you a little tour as we're saying our thank yous to some of Class 7. I think if we go over here, in the Luke's Lune Inn. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Luke's Lune.
I mean, I would have said Lux, but I don't want to insert my opinion on how to say things here.
It's either Lux or Luke's, or something completely different. But it's a pretty standard inn. We have our teammates over here. And if we talk to the innkeeper over there, we could rest to fully refill our HP, CP, and EP. We could buy items off her, or sell items, even get quest information.
Okay.
But for right now, we're just going to say hi to some of our friends over here.
And who are these friends from?
These friends are from the Crossbell series. So you'll notice it's Randy, it's Agate, it's Kia, and Ren. If you played Trails of Cold Steel 3, you'll recognize Randy, who's one of your fellow instructors. But, Agate was there as well as a bracer. But Reen and Kia were exclusively from the Crossbell series. So if you played those, part of the canon of the Trails series, this is their first entry into the Trails.
Cold Steel.
Yeah, of Cold Steel.
There's a lot of Trails games.
Yes,
This is the Cold Steel one.
But they were pretty instrumental in rescuing Reen from his situation, so they're here to assist him. As you progress through the game, they're going to join your party, and they have actually some really interesting. They're some of my favorite party members.
You'll have to play the game
Yes,
to find
you'll have
out,
to play
too.
the game to find those moves out. Exactly what they are. And that's Kia. Got a thick stack of pancakes.
Those are thick pancakes.
I really.
Also, her mug is unusually large.
That is a large mug, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like, you fit the pancakes in there.
Maybe that's what they're for. Maybe they cook the pancakes in the mug, push them out, and no, that's a dumb idea.
What pancakes are you eating?
Mug pancakes. Good old-fashioned mug. You know, you put the batter
I mean, there's
in.
mug cakes, but the whole point is that they're in a pan.
Oh yeah, that's true. What if you're? You know what? I'm just gonna drop it there.
Yeah, you know what? It's anime food, and I like looking at it. That's all I can say.
I kind of like Ren's sandwiches.
Yeah, it's like one of those. I've seen pictures
the
of
crustless
the
sandwich.
crustless
Yeah.
thick bread
Yeah.
sandwich. Oh. I mean, their salad looks really tasty
You could just
too.
turn it on its side and you see there's all that juice inside. That's an enormous salad too.
They're sharing.
I mean,
community
yeah,
salad.
I guess so. Randy and Agate are really hungry.
They ordered a salad?
Yeah, well, you gotta watch your figure.
You want Reen to bond with you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So...
Gotta stay on the up and up. Speaking of figure, we have some of the most developed characters of the Trail series.
was that a...
What? No, their characters.
Oh, plot.
And,
We're talking about the developed plot.
Their character arcs
Yes.
are very developed.
Yes.
We have General Aurelia here, who was she was a antagonist actually in some of the earlier Trails game. She returned in 3 to be the principal of the school, and is returning 4 as a general of the Erebonian army and as a ally to Reen. Here is Sarah, Fee, and Laura is on the other side of the table as well. and they're making returns as bracers. Sarah and Tia were actually very popular racer characters from the earlier games, and they're part of Class 7 as well. So they're pretty much mainstays of the series. Laura was a kind of a martial arts master in the last game, and she was pretty integral to the plot as well as being a previous Class 7. And they're having a discussion about the joys of alcoholic beverages.
With the new Class 7 here.
Yeah.
You know, how old are you?
Yeah, seriously. And then Ash is schooling them.
Oh boy, he's schooling the children on
So,
alcoholic
yeah,
taste. Thanks,
the
Ash.
high school sophomore is really ripping on the freshman.
Oh boy, they're all in the same class.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Ash, what are you doing?
Ash just seems older.
He seems taller.
Well, how do you how do you determine somebody's age? I just go by height.
Make up a number.
Well, that works too. They can't get offended.
I mean, they can, but...
Well, well, that's true. If we look over here, we can talk to our other friend.
I'm excited for this.
Oh, over here as well, fishing
Look at all
returns
those
to the
fish.
game in Trails of Cold Steel 4. So the ones here in town are pretty small fish, but as you progress, you go through the continent, you'll find a lot of different fishing spots. And as you fish, you'll get better at it. It'll become easier. And catching bigger fish will become less of a task, really. So if you like the fishing game in Trails of Cold Steel 3, you're gonna return in 4. We are gonna go over to near the hot spring.
Just near, not into it.
No. Just to reconnect with some of our other friends over here.
Some steamy friends.
They're really steamy.
They just went in there with their clothes, apparently.
Yeah. No, that's how steamy it was.
Full
They
steam
just
ahead.
Permeate steam.
Oh boy, they're just steamy boys.
Just completely steamy boys.
What are steamy boys talking about?
Like Machias is just saying, like, oh, my day job, you know.
My bureaucracy.
My bureaucracy, you know, it's tough.
Pushing papers.
Yeah.
Shooting guns.
And Juices is just saying, like, oh, come on, it's not that bad. He's like, aren't you a prince? What is your job to do? And they're basically saying, Reen, we're so tight. Don't try to thank us for us. You know, we wouldn't have done anything.
You could come to our hot springs any day.
Anytime. This is Loki, who is one of Rose's familiar. I think if we can't hear the game, but if you hear him, he makes a really. But he's Rose's familiar, and he's a cat bat.
I like that. Cat bat.
You like that? The cat
I like
bat?
that. The cat bat.
Somebody mix that. Somebody cut that and make it into a song.
Don't.
So over here is the hot springs. It's one of the bonding events you can do with who's ever at your party at the time. We're not going to show it now just for time reasons, but after a mission or some significant plot development, try to stop by the hot springs to reconnect with your class. Take a nice hot bath together. Tell each other how you feel in the nice hot bath.
Bathe with your friends.
Bathe
Bond with
your
them.
friends.
Communal
And peers.
Oh boy. Anyone you want to get close
Yeah.
to, apparently. Helps you in battle.
It does. It makes you stronger.
Yes, bathing with your friends makes you stronger.
Of course, why wouldn't it?
There's no shame here.
Not in the hidden village.
What happens in the hidden village stays in the hidden village.
Stays in the hidden village. So after we've said our goodbyes to everybody, who's worthy of them? Whoever
we skipped
deem,
a few, but
we might have, but you know,
we got who we needed.
We got a schedule to maintain here, right? Reen's a busy guy. We're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna go our separate ways, even if for just a moment. Eventually, we'll all reconnect, but they have their own things that they need to handle now that Reen's safe. So we have basically the Crossbell characters, for the most part, going on a mission themselves, and the Class 7, new and old, are going to Brianna Island. And we're having some side characters like Aurelia and Emma off looking for some more information for themselves. And Yosette is the pilot of the... I forgot the name of the other ship. He'll be the pilot of the... That's not the Merkaba.
The not Merkaba.
The not Merkaba, as it's known. And here we have a magical portal being opened by, I believe, Emma.
And that's how they get out of the village. Otherwise,
and that's how they get out of the village.
That's why the village is hidden.
Exactly.
Got to use portals to get in and out, apparently.
That's Magic 101.
Of course.
All right, and we're off. After we say goodbye to the villagers, of course.
Yes, we have to say goodbye to everyone at the village first.
And we can come back to the hidden village we can't access without magic anytime.
Reen, I hope you learned some
Yeah,
magic.
I hope you learned some magic, Reen. The bad place to forget your sunglasses at.
Oh boy.
And away we go. So what we just entered is actually the Merkaba. We'll go into it a little bit later. Actually, we'll go into it in just a bit because that's where we're going to be. But it acts as kind of how the train did in Trails of Cold Steel 3. It's going to be a place where you can reconnect and relax with a lot of your students. Basically, it's another bonding opportunity for your immediate party in between missions.
The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4.
And I think that's going to end our showcase.
Yeah, that'll be it for our Trails of Cold Steel 4